Hi everyone, welcome to UNT. My name is Dexter and I'll be covering ways to get involved with the University Program Council, student activities, the Center for Fraternity and Sorority Life, and the Center for Leadership and Service. Let's get started.
Cool, so I'm Marlene.
Hunter Coy.
Today, Brinchfield.
My name's Caitlin.
Mohammed Kara.
Christian Cole.
I'm Preston Falconer.
My favorite thing about UNT is really the community. Like everywhere you go, no matter if it's organization or if it's an event, you feel welcomed and you feel like you're at home.
The favorite thing about the UNT community is really just how supportive everyone is of every organization, every sport, and everything. So really when we have one event, you have everyone from every different walks of life from all over campus really turning up and showing out their mean green spirit.
I think what made me get involved in my organizations was when I came to college, my family left for Germany and moved overseas. So I kind of needed to find like a place where I fit in that was besides my school and my academics. So I found that through multiple different leadership opportunities.
Putting together big events like All for North Texas for All. It was a leadership conference that we had, and it was an amazing event. And with that, I met so many people. I connected with other leaders on campus, and I'm actually now more involved.
Knowing that you are a part of something that's bigger than yourself, that you're contributing to the community, you're helping build these college experiences, and that you're able to kind of like grow internally.
Definitely get involved. At first, you might not see the benefit of it, but in the long run, it's going to be great for you.
Getting involved is so much fun. There are so many things to do on campus. I think that you benefit a lot from getting involved because you're not just like cooped up in your dorm or in your apartment. You're out and doing things. This campus has so much to offer, and you'd be doing a disservice to yourself if you didn't get involved.
So why get involved? Being involved on campus helps you build leadership and other skills, like time management, teamwork, and communication. Studies show that students who are involved in moderation get better grades and are more likely to graduate. And there's a lot of college grads these days, so getting involved helps you build up your resume and set yourself apart from all other grads, and can ultimately help you get a job. And your time at UNT can be made so much better by the friends and relationships you build. And getting involved gives you that opportunity to meet people and make friends that you could have for the rest of your life. And as you heard from several students in the clip earlier, the community they found from getting involved here at UNT made such a positive impact on their college career. First, we'll cover the University Program Council, better known as UPC, and the University Union. They strive to help build a closer UNT community and create memorable experiences for everyone while at UNT. UPC is UNT's student-run programming board that plans and implements free events for UNT students. UPC is an org that consists of over 100 members and has 13 executive board members who are responsible for executing these events. Love watching movies? Enjoy listening to up-and-coming artists? Want to relieve some stress, painting a masterpiece, or at least trying to? Then UPC has you covered. Each semester, UPC implements nearly 100 events that range from music events like karaoke to DIY craft nights. There are even performance opportunities like our open mic nights, where you can show off your talents to the UNT community. At the beginning of each semester, make sure to stop by the Union to pick up one of our printed calendars, and you'll probably just see advertisements all over campus by checking our lawn signs and posters. And of course, social media is the best way to stay in the know, and I'll show those handles in just a few minutes. Beyond just attending our events, we also seek out members to help us implement them. Being a UPC member is a great way to build community and create friendships here at UNT. As you can see from these photos, our members play an integral part in helping at our events, all while having fun and making friends. So what do you do as a member of UPC, you ask? Great question. Members of UPC play a major role with not only helping us implement all those events, but also generating ideas for events. We have several committees like art, pop culture, and more that our members serve on. Committees focus on different types of events and our marketing efforts. At the beginning of each fall and spring semester, we accept membership applications, so if you're interested, be sure to look for an application at the beginning of the semester. Make sure you come to one of our informationals to learn more about the experience. As you can see from some of these comments, our members and the students who attend our events truly enjoy their experience. So like I said before, the best way to stay up to date on what is taking place with UPC is to follow us on our social media like Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. So that's just a little bit about UPC, and we hope to see you at events this fall. The University Union is a hub for the entire UNT community. There's food, events, campus services, and so much more. When you are on campus, make a point to walk by the art gallery, as every couple of weeks there's a new show with some incredible work from student artists. If you're an artist, you can submit to have your work considered for an exhibition. Submissions are accepted in both the fall and spring semesters, and information about submitting can be found at union.unt.edu/art-gallery. The Union also houses many art programs. We offer exciting informal art workshops in a relaxed and unpretentious environment to help you get creative and take your mind off of regular classes for a while, as well as to just discover and foster new skills and talents you never knew you had. The workshops are often led by some of DFW area's top artists, so you have an amazing opportunity to learn from the best absolutely free. We also offer an art house film series that shows independent, quirky, offbeat films ranging from new releases to cinema classics. Enjoy free popcorn while seeing this movie that's guaranteed to challenge and dazzle you, leaving you and your friends with something to talk about afterwards. To learn more about both the Union Art Workshops and the Art House Film Series, follow at UNT Union on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Student Activity's mission is to help you get involved and connected to other students and to student organizations to help you find your fit on campus. We do this through three main areas: student org services, campus-wide events and traditions, and off-campus student services. We work with SGA, the voice of UNT's 31,000 undergraduate students. There are several ways you can get involved within the next year. One way you can get involved is by serving on a university committee, including the Fine Arts Series, B Campus USA, and transportation committees to represent the student voice. There are a lot of communities that SGA points students to, and they'll begin to recruit students later in the summer. Another way you can get involved is to run for a seat on next school year's Senate. Senate is the 45-member legislative branch, and senators represent their academic college as the voice of these students. Previous Senates have passed legislation to support the building of a new union as well as the rec center. Applications to run for Senate will likely open in February. Not quite ready to run so soon? That's okay. After you've taken 12 hours at UNT, you'll be eligible to be appointed to an open seat on the Senate, likely in the fall semester. Finally, you could apply to serve on the Supreme Court or Election Board to make judicial rulings on SGA's governing documents and election rules respectively. SGA will begin to recruit students for these positions later in the summer. We coordinate and plan traditions in some of the biggest events on campus, and the great thing is that they're all free with your UNT student ID. Mean Green Fling kicks off the beginning of the school year, connecting you to over 300 student orgs, campus departments, local businesses, and nonprofits. It's the best way to find involvement opportunities on campus and in the Denton community. Mean Green Spring Fling, on the other hand, kicks off the spring semester, and while it's much smaller, still gives you the chance to meet with 150 student organizations and campus departments. We also plan Homecoming, UNT's biggest week of spirit in the fall semester. It starts with the annual picnic and ends with bonfire and the football game. Whether you're involved in a student group or not, Homecoming gives you the opportunity to connect with other students and build your Mean Green pride. Next up is Founders Day, a fall celebration of the day in 1890 that Texas Normal College and Teacher Training Institute, known today as the University of North Texas, was founded. This isn't to be confused with University Day, which we celebrate in the spring as the day that we transitioned from a college to a university. We celebrate both days with free activities, food, and music. Like trivia, Quiz Bowl is for you. In Quiz Bowl, teams of 4 students compete in a question and answer competition on topics ranging from history to literature to sports to pop culture and more. It's typically held in the fall, and the winner of our campus tournament gets to represent UNT at the regional and possibly even national level. At UNT, we celebrate International Earth Day with Earth Fest. It aims to be a low-waste event where the UNT community comes together to celebrate sustainability. It consists of live entertainment, local vendors, and student orgs, as well as food and educational activities. Finally, we work with our spirit groups, the North Texas Cheerleaders, North Texas Dance, our mascot program, and the Talents, which is the group of students who maintain UNT traditions, including building the homecoming bonfire, firing Boomer the Cannon at football games, and lighting McConnell Tower with every Mean Green victory. So, if you want to learn how to serve as our mascot Scrappy or run UNT's traditions, get involved in one of our spirit groups. Like I've said before, one of the ways to set yourself apart from all other college grads is to get involved as a member and hopefully someday as a leader in a student organization. At UNT, we have more than 450, so we encourage you to join 2 student orgs, one related to your major and one just for fun. From religious, academic, creative arts, service, sports, and more, we've got something for everyone. But for some reason you can't find something you like, you can start your own student org with yourself and just 7 other students. Next up is off-campus student services. We plan events and services for off-campus students who live in Denton near campus, commuter students who live outside of Denton and drive in from places like Dallas or Ponder, and non-traditional students who, for example, may be married, have kids, work full-time, they're a veteran, or didn't go straight to college right after high school. We plan events for these kind of students, and here are just a few examples. Open House is an event where we bring campus departments together all in one place at one time, so you can learn about their services without having to go all around campus to do so. Professional Picture Day is an event we hold monthly, at which we take a professional picture of you, edit it to make you look a little better, and send you a digital copy so you can use it on LinkedIn or a resume. We also hold events like Family Fun Night for students with kids. Finally, we hold networking events like the non-trad and grad student barbecue, which gives you the opportunity to network with other students like yourself. Off-campus student services also provides resources for finding off-campus housing, including housing fairs and our webpage, offcampushousing.unt.edu. If at any point you need to find a roommate, check out this webpage, which is a little better than others just because it requires you to log in with your UNT credentials, meaning that you know a potential roommate will also be affiliated with campus. If you're looking to get involved with OCSS, you can do this through the 2 student groups that we advise, the Union of Non-Traditional Students and Off-Campus Connection. Reach out to us and we'll get you involved. So with all these opportunities, how do you get involved? First, you can look through our 450 student organizations right now. Head to our website and click Search for Orgs, and it'll direct you to a site called OrgSync, where you can do a search by keyword or category. It'll give you a brief description and an email address for each organization, as well as social media handles so you can directly connect with them. Next, as previously mentioned, Mean Green Spring Fling will be a great opportunity for you to meet over 150 student org representatives and campus departments. It'll be held during Spring Soar in the first week of school. Lastly, we know this is a lot of information, so if you feel overwhelmed by all the opportunities for involvement and would like some guidance in choosing which one might be best for you, you can set up involvement advising appointments led by a Campus Life Ambassador, or CLA. In this session, a CLA will sit down with you one-on-one to discuss your interests and try matching you up with several opportunities. To sign up, visit our webpage and click on the Involvement Advising button. To sign up, visit our webpage and click on the Involvement Advising button. Here's how you can connect with us. Feel free to take a picture of this slide for future use. If you want to visit us in person, we're located right inside of the Student Organization Workspace in the Union. The Student Activities webpage is where you can find info about our events and services, as well as the Student Org database. Also, make sure to follow at UNT Activities on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. And while OCSS is part of student activities, many times the information we share is different. So if you live off campus, be sure to check out that webpage and follow at UNT Off Campus on Twitter and Facebook. Next up, I'll be covering some information from the Center of Fraternity and Sorority Life. CFSL represents all of our social fraternities and sororities at UNT. There are 4 pillars that guide CFSL: leadership, academic success, service, and brotherhood or sisterhood. Though all of our 40-plus organizations have different purposes and were founded for different reasons, these 4 pillars connect them to each other. All of our organizations, which are known as chapters, are organized in the following government councils: the Collegiate Panhellenic Council, the Interfraternity Council, the Multicultural Greek Council, and the National Panhellenic Council. These councils are made up of more similar operating organizations. The Collegiate Panhellenic Council, also known as CPC, is comprised of the 8 National Panhellenic Conference sororities at UNT. The council enables the sororities to work together more effectively on campus. The individual organizations are dedicated to personal development, academic achievement, leadership growth, and service to the campus and community. If you're interested in joining a Panhellenic sorority, you may fill out an interest form on their website. The Interfraternity Council is the governing body of some of our fraternities at the University of North Texas. The purpose of the council is to not only promote fellowship within the Greek community, but to also set standards and governing rules for members of our chapters to abide by. If you're interested in joining an IFC fraternity, you may do so by signing up for recruitment on the website. The Multicultural Greek Council is the umbrella organization of our historically multicultural Eastern Asian and Latino fraternities and sororities at UNT. Though membership in this council is not restricted to students of multicultural heritage, MGC serves as a multifaceted organization whose purposes include representing multicultural interests to the university and community, sponsoring of large-scale community service projects, and planning various activities throughout the year with the other Greek umbrella organizations. If you're interested in joining an MGC organization, plan to attend the MGC Showcase. The National Panhellenic Council is comprised of fraternities and sororities that are often referred to as the Divine Nine. NPHC promotes interaction through forums, meetings, and other mediums for the exchange of information and engages in cooperative programming and initiatives important to the African American community through various activities and functions. While these organizations are historically African American, they are open to people of all races. If you're interested in joining an NPHC organization, plan to attend the NPHC Showcase. If you'd like to learn more about CFSL at UNT, feel free to stop by the center. You may also reach out to set up a house tour or meet with a current member of any organization. Be sure to follow our councils and department socials so you don't miss out on our events. The Center for Leadership and Service believes that everyone can serve and lead for the purposes of creating positive social change as defined by yourself. What does a thriving, socially just world look like to you, and what's your role in it? This year, CLS is premiering our Leadership Curriculum. The Leadership Curriculum will act as a guide for students and help you take ownership of your development and growth in leadership and service. Our curriculum comes in 3 parts: Ignite, Transform, and Inspire. Feel free to follow the leveling up structure or just create your own adventure in our programs. The Center for Leadership and Service believes that all students can ignite or ignite others in leadership and service. It takes one match to light a fire, and once it's lit, it can be unstoppable. Our Ignite programs are here for you to engage, explore, and spark your passion for leadership and service. These programs are where you find your voice and learn what your leadership skills are and engage in why we serve. We invite you to engage in some of the conversations we're having in our spaces, so feel free to tag us in a photo or tweet us your answer. First up, we have All for NT/NT for All Leadership Conference. It's a free one-day leadership conference where you can learn about leading yourself, leading others, and leading in a diverse world. Next, we have participating in days of service. That could be Make a Difference Day or MLK Jr. Day of Service, Cesar Chavez Day of Action, and the big event. Eaglethon is UNT's dance marathon, where they strive to raise awareness and funds for our local Children's Miracle Network Hospital, Cook Children's Medical Center in Fort Worth. CLS also provides leadership lunches where you can engage in different leadership topics each month during the lunch hour with free food. Greek Emerging Leaders is a workshop series for fraternity and sorority affiliated members who want to learn more about developing their leadership skills to lead in their chapters and councils. UNT serves as our living learning community through housing and residence life. Students who live on a serves floor engage in leadership and service opportunities and development throughout their year. CLS believes that igniting leads to transformation. The Transform programs look at the transformation of ourselves and the world. These programs focus on refining your why, leading and creating your vision of a caring, thriving world. The Leadership Institute is a program producing extraordinary results while also developing a commitment to lead with a high level of integrity. The Alternative Breaks program raises awareness of social issues and injustice through education and intensive service learning experience. We have a course, Leadership Certificate, UCRS 3600. It's open to any major. The Leadership in Global Society will teach students through leadership experiences, connecting with community mentors, and discussing how to leave a legacy at UNT. Emerging Leaders is a sophomore year experience focused on taking leadership to the next level. Join one of our Impact Student Leadership Boards in the Center for Leadership and Service. The majority of our programs are created and put on by our students. So our student leaders are passionate about creating an impact on their world around them. If you want to learn more about our boards, drop into a meeting or just one of their programs. Lastly, we believe that with transformation comes inspiration. We are inspired by the world around us and by other leaders in the work that we do. We also hope to inspire others to lead and serve to create positive social change. These programs below are meant for you to build a legacy, design learning, and educate others. Lead Ambassadors is a student leadership board that represents the Center for Leadership and Service and provides peer-to-peer leadership development workshops and consulting for students at UNT. You can also join one of our Impact Student Leadership Boards. In CLS, the majority of our programs are created and put on by our students, and our student leaders are really passionate about creating an impact on their world around them. We hope that you're called to serve and inspired to lead, so keep in contact with the Center for Leadership and Service and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at UNT Lead and Serve. On behalf of UPC, Student Activities, the Center for Fraternity and Sorority Life, and the Center for Leadership and Service, thank you so much for spending time with us, learning more about how you can get involved on campus. It's our hope that through this presentation you found something that will help you get involved at UNT. We're so excited to welcome you to campus and connect with you. If you have any questions, please reach out to us via social media or via our contact information on our websites. Have a great day and go mean green.